What's up, everybody? This is Anarchy coming back with another awesome StarCraft 2 commentary. You know, I get two things most requested in my inbox. One of them is team games, and one of them is me playing first person. I'm not sure why you guys want to see that, but I was submitted a team game that wasn't ridiculously long, and I decided to give it a shot. So it's a it's a 2 versus 2, but all 4 players are Protoss. So it's like some Protoss action. And on the bottom center, in the purple, we have Antroplasm. And on the left side, his partner, the light blue teal color, PierreWah. At the top, we have team number 2, which consists of MadBass. You must like his music real loud. And his partner is the blue Protoss OddEyes, who is the only one that wished everyone good luck. So I don't know how this is going to go, guys. I've never casted literally a team game before. I've only done 1v1, so I will try my best to keep up on everything, but I'm sure it'll get a little out of hand at some points. So let's take a look at some of the builds. We have OddEyes dropping his gateway kind of early, around 11. We have some shenanigans going down here. Antroplasm trying to sneak a pylon behind enemy lines, which is probably the worst place to possibly put it on this map because both of these players are going to want to take their gold. So they'll spot that pylon immediately. And we also have something else over here, PierreWah, kind of doing the same thing, dropping a forward pylon. But kind of horrible placement because the power radius is not enough to warp into the high ground. So not quite sure exactly what we have going down, but PierreWah has a forge, so he could put some cannons down, but because of the placement of this cannon, or the pylon rather, the cannons would be pretty much epic fail. We have the pylon finishing. We have MadBass is now dropping his cyber core, opening very standard. And we have our cyber core coming down as well for OddEyes. Meanwhile, in the south camp, they're walling off the bottom so they can hog this gold to themselves. We got 2 gateways coming down in the center, which create a pretty nice wall off. It looks like everybody besides Pierre is getting their warp gate research down. Let's see here. Cyber core finally coming down for Antroplasm. And nothing tech-wise at all for PierreWah other than this forge. And he's dropping a cannon. I have no idea what he plans on doing with that. If this is a cannon rush, this is the worst cannon rush I've ever seen. Unless he's going to line cannons from here around, which will cost him 4,000 minerals. I don't see the point of this forward pylon at all. Antroplasm's forward pylon is still hiding out, but it's going to get found relatively soon. As soon as some of these units start coming out, we see OddEyes chrono boosting out his warp gate research, and his partner MadBass has warp gate on the way as well, and he has a zealot coming out. What else do we have here? We got a Twilight Council very early, 1 gate Twilight Council coming down from MadBass, so he plans on definitely more teching, where our OddEyes is opening up with just 2 gateways and getting some warp gate down. Antroplasm chrono boosting out his warp gate research, as well as another gateway coming down for him, and PierreWah opting to get gas finally at 5 minutes into the game so he can actually do something other than drop a worthless forward pylon here. I mean, this is 150, 250, 300 minerals right here. 300 minerals that make no sense to me. Forward pylon from Antroplasm was of course spotted because of its placement, and that'll get dispatched quickly. If he wanted to be sneaky, he could have tried and hit it back here maybe, but he blew that, and actually OddEyes would have found it anyway because he's scouting like he should. Warp gate almost done. 2 more gateways coming down. 3 more gateways coming down. So it looks like OddEyes is going to go with a 5 warp gate push of some sort. When his warp gate finishes, he may just chrono boost out some workers to get rid of these rocks and take that gold. His partner, meanwhile, has the council down. It's going for a Templar Archives. So we're going to have High Templar on 3 gate, 1 base. Interesting strategy, but hey, in a team game, you see all kinds of craziness, so I wouldn't be surprised. We still have the 300 resources here doing nothing. Looks like MadBass wants to expand, and that's about the only thing that those resources will do is block this 1 expansion. But he could easily take anywhere else on this map. This map is huge. Let's see what happens when his probe spots. Where does probe go? Apparently he changed his mind. Oh, here we go. Probe's going to see that and get dispatched up very quickly. And now Both these players know that there's a forward pylon sitting here by itself. Back at the southern camp, we got a forge coming down for Antroplasm. He's also getting Blink, warping in some Stalkers, while his partner is just getting out of Gateway, and Warp Gate research is about halfway done. So PierreWah is very far behind. Very, very far behind. I'm not sure what he was thinking with this build, but I guess he thinks that he can pull it off. We shall see. High Templar being warped in, but I don't see Psionic Storm being researched, so he may just be going for Mass Archon, which is what it looks like he's doing. So at this point, I would think we're going to have Zealot Archon and Stalker Zealot. No error at all. These guys down here, we've got Blink Stalkers from Antroplasm, and his partner PierreWah just has nothing at the moment, so we'll have to play it by ear to see what he has. But MadBass doing the smart thing and stealing the gold because of this, again, 300 minerals just sitting here doing nothing. The Archons are warping in. He looks like he's having a little seizure as he's warping in there. He's just bouncing back and forth. We have a small Stalker squad. Scouting probe came in, but he had gold minerals in his hand. So if Antroplasm was paying attention, he knows that that probe came from a gold base. Not necessarily he has the gold base, but he had gold minerals. So he should immediately go scout this gold, which he opts not to do. And he pushes forward, and he's going to be facing an army of Zealots, Stalkers, and Immortals against Zealot and Archon. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, these Archons are going to be blocked in because of this building placement. I don't think an Archon requires 2 tiles to get through, and with 1 Zealot standing there, I think the Zealots can get out fine, but I have a feeling, I could be wrong, that these Archons are going to be deemed useless because they're not going to be able to get out. So the Antroplasm PierreWah army is getting ready to push. We've got OddEyes telling his partner to meet him down here. MadBass must listen to his music too loud because he doesn't hear or do what his friend asked him to do. Oh, there we go. Okay, he's on his way in a second. Reinforcements are coming up from the purple player. Here we go with the... Yep, the Archons are stuck. I knew it. So he's going to have to... Oh, here we go. We have a small engagement. All these Zealots against these Stalkers. The Zealots will tear them apart if they get in range. The Archons are useless. He's going to have to kill this gateway to get out of there, which is exactly what he's doing right now. Good thinking. And here we go with a push, an all-Stalker push against a great, healthy mix of units. Unfortunately, the Archons can get right up here on this high ground and do ridiculous damage and take none because no vision. So it looks like OddEyes and MadBass will easily clean this up. I don't see him having a chance in hell coming back. MadBass is starting to saturate slowly his gold. Once that fully kicks in, he's going to have a healthy economy. Back at the bottom camp, we really have nothing. There's no units at all. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. PierreWah warping in units at the top left, which makes no sense at all. He also has a pylon here, which he could use for vision, but he has no spotter. We have a small force of 3 Zealots and 1 Stalker. They are going to, if they put, yep, they are pushing. So this Stalker and these 3 Zealots need to micro like a boss to have a chance in hell of getting by this Archon Zealot push. And I expect that this game is about to end, guys, because we have PierreWah continually warping in units as far away from his base as possible. Worst strategy I've ever seen. And here we go with the big engagement. All these Zealots are speed charge lots are running in. We've got the Archons doing ridiculous splash damage. There goes Antroplasm quitting. OddEyes gives the GG while PierreWah rage quits. So OddEyes being the only mannered player in this game, and honestly I think was probably the best player in the game because he had a great build and he set everything up perfect. So that was my first team game, guys. I don't know how I did. I can't wait to watch it myself and find out. But again, send in your requests, anarchysc2@gmail.com, or you can just post up on my YouTube page. I really would appreciate if you subscribe to me. It means a lot and it helps me a lot. Alright, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. I've got another game I'm about to cast now. Have a good one.